Hi everyone, I'm Ashley with Lynn Photography, and today I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to buy the best camera. So when I get this question, usually from friends and clients, and they usually ask me what is the best camera they should buy for a beginner. And when buying a DSLR camera, I typically recommend to stay with the best two brands, which are Nikon and Canon. I myself use Nikon and I have for years. So, but you really can't go wrong with those two brands. Another suggestion is to go to a local camera shop. Around the Dayton area, we have a Dodd camera, and they help me out a lot. Sometimes I'll just call with a question, and they're really helpful and knowledgeable. So go into a shop, that way they can kind of guide you in what's best for your needs. But I typically recommend, when you're buying a camera, they usually come with the camera body and then a kit lens. And a kit lens is typically like a zoom lens, maybe like 18mm to 55 or something like that. But they're usually not the best lenses. So I recommend, also getting a better lens, which I recommend the 50mm 1.8 lens. That's what I shoot with actually a lot. It's one of my favorite lenses. And you just get really great effects. The 50mm is actually what the eye sees and what the human eye sees. So it's great for that, and it's great because the 1.8 is that's the aperture value. And that's a low aperture value, meaning that it allows more light in. So the lower the aperture, the more light it allows into the camera, which is good. And that's how you can kind of get those blurry effects in the background, which a lot of people are looking for. I also recommend that you buy a camera lens protective filter. So what that will do will just screw on the front of your lens here, and it'll protect your lens from if you drop it or if something hits it. So if it cracks, it's hopefully it's the filter that gets damaged, not the actual lens. The 50mm lens is typically around $200, which isn't bad for a good lens. And like I said, I use mine all the time. A great beginner camera body for Nikon is a D5600 or a D3500. Those are really good, and they're in around the $400 range. So and with the kit lens, they might even just be about $450. So it's really not, you might want to go ahead and get the kit lens. It might just be nice to have, especially if you want to get some wide angle shots. They typically are pretty good with that. But another thing, when you are buying, a lens separately from your camera, you want to make sure that the lens is compatible with your camera, because there's certain mechanisms and things in the lens and how they focus that it might not be compatible with your specific lens or camera body. So that's why it's also a good idea to go in and talk with someone at a local shop, and they can kind of give you some guidance as far as that. So I hope that helps you guys out, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them if I can. All right, thanks so much.